On there, come on. Over there with some of that mustard sauce. That is sensational. That's a real tray bake. Massive on flavour there. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're going to do probably one of the easiest sausage potato bakes you'll make this week. It's easy. We've got an array of ingredients here. Bring out a lot of flavour with sweetness of tomatoes. We've got onions. We're going to put some potato wedges in the oven. A little bit of caraway and various other things, salt and pepper, garlic. With the sausages. Sausages are pork sausages. You can use anything you like. I'm going to put apple in. It's a fantastic bake with the potatoes. However, the mustard sauce brings it all together. Let's crack on. Come on. Right, we've got some potatoes. Now we're going to cut these for wedges. And they're going to go in the oven for 20 minutes whilst we start prepping everything else. So it's an easy one. So you just cut your potatoes into wedges. As big as small as you like. And chuck them in your tray. Okay. And as you can see on here, these had eyes in, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so in there. So if you want to cut the wedge, you know, come on, in there, and then in there, and you've got wedges. Just easier than messing around. It's all done flat on the board. Now I've left the skins on these. They have been washed, I've scrubbed them, and I've taken the eyes out with a knife, obviously. And we've probably got enough there without doing that last potato. So that's enough. There's our potatoes there, look. Okay, we're going to go in there with a little bit of olive oil. We want a little bit of salt. Now you can season these. You can take some fancy seasoning if you want and season it all up to you. A little bit of pepper. It doesn't really need anything else. You know, we're bringing a lovely mustard sauce together at the end. We just want to get these as wedges, you know, that lovely roast potato flavour, you know. There we have it. Right, they're going in the oven. That goes in the oven for 20 minutes. Oven's on at 200. That gives us time to actually chop our veggies for how we want. Right, we've got some onion here, look. Onion, I've got 3. This is an old battered thing. They're already been peeled, they're in the fridge. Okay, we want some thick slices. Of course we do, you know. That'll do, look. Nice and steady. Everything's chunky in this, nothing complicated, a nice easy meal to knock up. In fact, I'm looking at that tray thinking the tray's not big enough. There you go. Looks like it's going to be 2 onions, that's enough. So we'll reduce the potato. We've got about 900 grams of potato. We've got 2 onions. There you go. Got a whole bunch of garlic, which we are going to roast. Green peppers. Again, I'm using green peppers because I'm using tomatoes. You can use red pepper. Not a worry. And obviously, red is sweeter. Okay, now we want chunky. You can either go slices, thick, you know, like that, or you can go cubes, but we want chunky. It's a chunky recipe, so I'm probably going to go cube actually. Nice and straightforward, isn't it? Come on, let's just chuck it in there and we're ready to go. There you go. Tomatoes. You can either chuck them all in whole or you can half them. And that's where we're going. We're halving them. Apple, yeah, that's the same. You know, you want some wedges of apple. So core it, peel it, leave the skins on, anything you like really. So just wedge it up. Now eating apple works really well. You don't have to use Granny Smiths. These Granny Smiths have a little bit of tang to them. They're nice. There's a whole lot of ingredients here, look, and we've even got the sausages to do. So that gives us time to actually make a sauce. We want to put this sauce together. So we need a couple of tablespoons of whole grain. Tablespoon of Dijon. Now you can go in here with honey or maple syrup. I prefer the taste of maple syrup. So we're going to go in there with about 1.5 tablespoons. Want a little bit of a twang on this, so a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Chicken stock. And we're going to go in there with about a tablespoon of butter. Now obviously this is not melted yet. It will. We're not going to worry about that. Right, we need to give this a little mix. Just bring that in. That is going to be our glaze, our sauce. Fantastic mustard sauce. Now don't worry if the butter hasn't dissolved. It's all going to get tipped over everything, so it's all going to melt in there anyway, you know. So don't hassle about it. If it has time to melt on the side before it goes in the oven, perfect. Okay, we got our potatoes out of there, look. Let's just give those a turning over. Okay. In there, apples, onions. In there, peppers. Stir over. Garlic. Anywhere you want, just chuck it in. Tomatoes. In there for sweetness. In there, our mustard buttery sauce. Nice little one of those. Don't have to go too much on this. A little bit of dry thyme. Put a little bit of herbiness in there. Pinch of caraway. Caraway optional. If you don't like caraway, don't put it in. In fact, don't put anything in you don't like. Your sausages of choice on there. Now we are shoving this back in the oven for about 35 minutes. And what we'll do is, probably in about 20 minutes time, we're going to take it out, turn over the sausages so we get a bit of browning round there. Idea of dumping the sausages on the top. That sausage fat, if there is any in here, is going on there for flavour. Come on, back in the oven. Okay, when we're about halfway, we want to turn those sausages for a bit of colour. Now they're looking good. Our veggies have started to cook down, look. There we go, come on. We need to get those turned over and that goes back in. Give that a little turn round in that little sauce down there. But they're back in, come on. Oh, that smells absolutely incredible. Come on. Oh, look at that for a tray bake. That is phenomenal. What are those potatoes like? Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, apple's done. Obviously, sausages are done. Oh, the potatoes, the only thing you've got to worry about with something like this. The rest of it, if the potatoes are done, All the veggies are done. Come on, let's serve it up. That sauce is delicious. Oh, there's a plate full right there. On there, come on. Oh, look at that for a tray bake. Over there with some of that mustard sauce. Oh, look at that. That is sensational. That's a real tray bake. Massive on flavour there. Massive. That is absolutely sensational. That's a fantastic, fantastic one tray bake. This could be the best sausage and potato bake that you'll make this week. Look at that. Come on, there we have it. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Soft potato. Oh, a bit of crunch. They're delicious. It's got that like baked potato flavour. Oh. Sausages. Oh yeah. Come on. You know, it comes across a little bit of sweetness. That's come from the onions and the tomato, the apple. Oh, it's phenomenal. You know, we had a bit of maple syrup in that mustard glaze. Oh. Oh. That mustard glaze really works. You know, you've got a little bit of a twang in there with the apple cider vinegar and everything. It is fantastic with the green peppers. Off the charts. That is superb. That is a fantastic one tray dish. Oh yeah. Bit hot. Only thing is, adjust your temperature for your oven. I've only got a small oven, so it all comes together. It's easy. Heating elements at the bottom of the top, so you know. I'm sure you'll crack it in your oven. Just watch how you go. Set the potatoes off first. We want to get a cook on those, and then the veggies and the sausage. Easy to do. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make this sausage and potato bake. And if you do like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and we'll catch you in the next video. Oh yeah.